pre-show now. Hello. It's pre-show. Pre-show. Okay, someone go get the paper and we can start writing down topics.
I don't know where paper is.
And I'll play some dubstep after we finish up the pre-show. You know?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know where paper is.
Wait.
We got fake paper.
We have an iPod. We are technologically advanced.
It's gonna move this forward. Okay.
It's still so weird you sitting next
Slider.
to a guy who a year.
Okay.
Should we introduce
Oh, by the way, are we allowed?
ourselves?
Am I allowed just in this? Am I allowed to like talk about the music? Am I allowed to hint about that?
I think we can hint it in this.
Can I just say?
Hint about what?
Hint about what?
I think Tim and I are both out of the loop here.
The music.
Oh,
the music.
Oh, what?
You won't know. It's a music. Okay. Do you have some topics right down there?
Yeah.
All right. Dylan, you can write down your topics.
I just had a few things about channel.
Okay, well, we'll talk about the channel. I have a couple topics, just situational for conversationally stuff. So how about we actually get that written down on a piece of paper so we can have that right in the middle.
Okay.
So,
should we introduce ourselves?
What'd you do?
Did I do something? Oh, that was me?
I'm
did
blaming
something?
you. I'm blaming you because you're sitting next to me and that wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me.
Yeah, so we're here doing a podcast.
Welcome back. This is our first podcast for the Supreme Awesome Show.
This is the sounds of 91.9, the Supreme Awesome Show.
Yeah.
Music.
No dubstep. No. Smooth jazz. You know what I'll play as the song? I'll play The Satellite of Love, which is the one that I played.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Do
The Satellite of Love, and we are bringing you a journey across the cosmos full of love. Okay, so this podcast we're going to be called cleverly Knights at the Round Table, except Knights as in N-I-G-H-T, except it's actually not night right now, though it could be in other countries. So, it's...
Night at the round table.
It's always night somewhere.
Yeah, I hold firm with our pun that was generated by Isaac. So...
Wait, this table's square. I'd like to point that out.
This is an audio podcast.
Don't ruin it, Tim! Damn it!
Yeah, for people who are wondering who the weird voice is, we have Tim here, a friend of mine who we've seen.
Excuse me, a friend of ours.
Of ours.
He's not just your Tim now, it's mutual.
I just met him an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've known Tim for almost 10 years now, so
I've known Tim for maybe, 3 years?
Yeah, about 3 years.
1 hour. 1 hour, guys.
So Isaac's like, you're left out. That's your fault. You should have met Tim earlier. What's your problem? You know what? It's your job. You go get the chips. You go get the chips. Okay, Dylan, you can start out with the channel update.
Wait. We need to introduce Isaac.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well,
so
they already know who Isaac is.
Okay, Isaac, in their time still, he's the guy who sings stuff with me, and I sing with him. And we go, just like that. And the chips are right over there. You just walked right into the living room. And that was it.
This is what happens when you have like 3 hours of sleep.
Yes, indeed.
This is a very high energy podcast.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? All podcasts are saturated. This is just how real people talk.
Well,
yes.
First off,
that is correct.
we wanted to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
I wanted to make a channel update to sort of like, sort of an open conversation to you guys, what you guys want to see on the channel more. Obviously, there's going to be more stuff. Like, I'm trying to get in to do more stuff with Kyle and Daryl. We're going to be starting up a new server series soon based off of the original, like, prologue you guys I'm going to upload and such. Yeah. Anyways, I am drawing a total blank because school sucks and I'm totally stressed out about school, but I'm going to be here and have fun anyways.
You're doing this mic is one way. It's a one-way podcast, right? You can't have a conversation with them.
Really? Hello? Is
hey,
anyone there?
Oh, speaking of conversation, sorry, I'll find it quick. Okay, Dylan's cell phone, his message box is the worst, message receiver ever. This fooled me for at least four years, maybe, okay? So I call him in grade 7. I'll first get his phone number. I call him and I get his answer. I get to his answering machine, but I don't know it's his answering machine. I don't know it's his answering. Yes, I know. So I bring it up, and he goes, "Yeah, hey, hello, yeah, totally, yeah. Now if you figured it out by now, I'm not really here. God damn it, Dylan!" And that fooled me. So I would used to always flinch, and even till this day. So what I've done when he's actually picked up the phone is that he answers it the exact same way. So he'll go, "Yeah, hey." And I've just waited for him to finish and just gone, "Oh, god damn it, it's his answering machine." And then you're like, "Hello? Is anyone actually here?" I was like, "Wait, you're actually talking?"
It was Tim's idea in the
That's a
first place.
stupid idea.
So brilliant, man.
It's like
It's
ultimate.
actually pretty great.
It's the ultimate, and it's because he actually answers the phone like that. Like that's how he talks. How are you supposed to tell?
It's like so annoying.
It was his idea in the first place. He did it to me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing that. Only I'm gonna make it more elaborate.
Because he
Yeah.
trolled me for like forever. I don't trust your phone. You're a deceiver. It's very uncouth.
A deceiver on his receiver.
Oh, ayo.
Okay.
Isaac's got this.
Okay, channel update stuff. Sorry, off tangent. Okay, so just want to bring up my thing quickly of the channel update. You can continue yours where
Yeah,
you
go for it.
structure your thoughts. Subscriber specials.
You guys are running late on that.
Okay, so I remember forever ago when I said I'm gonna do a 200 subscriber special, and that didn't happen.
And then,
And then
we had
we
a
said-
300
and then we
subscriber
said-
special, but that didn't happen.
And then I said 500 subscribers,
But that didn't
yeah,
happen.
But then we got like our Daryl rush of when like he broke the dams of YouTube gender barriers. Not gender barriers.
Gender
Actually,
barrier.
you know what?
Gender
We used to
barrier.
have like a 50. We used to have like a 50-50 split of males and females, and now it's mostly males. So there was a gender
Gender
barrier.
barrier.
that was
Okay, I was
penetrated.
watching Daryl. So when
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 is it gingerberry?
ginger barriers, no gingers don't watch this kind of stuff. Hey, that's stereotypical against ginger.
Wait,
Okay.
if you're a ginger and you're watching this, say you're a ginger in the comments, please.
They're listening to this, man.
Exactly.
No, why?
They'd already say they're ginger in the comments at this point. Okay.
Yeah, really.
You have
So
to.
I was okay. So he did that, and I was like, "What the?" And we had like 628 subscribers within like
And out like
It was-
within a day, we like almost like
we basically we hit this limbo. We were at 498, 497, 498, and we could not get 500. We wanted to do a 500 subscriber special, but we could not get 500 subscribers.
It was 460.
Yeah.
60.
The-
It was like it was.
It would,
dodging
yeah,
back
it
and
would
forth.
not move. Like we literally, our net loss at that point had just been zeroed, and so we're not gonna get any more subscribers. That's it, we're done. And then Daryl does his like 50,000 subscribers. Hey guys, and he like plugs us
Hey
like
guys,
like
what's up?
he plugs us like an electric plug. Like, you plug those things. in,
Yeah.
And
Good.
and then we got like 100 and something subscribers
In a
within like
day.
within a couple
And
seconds.
since then, we've been getting more subscribers.
Yeah, so that's awesome. But
Actually,
the
check
problem
out
is that means it's like I'm way too late to do a 500 subscriber. So,
So
I'm just-
you're giving us a 600 subscriber special, right?
no, we're already past that thing.
We're
So we're
almost at 700 now.
So you know what? Just screw it. With 1,000 Kiraban 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Special. And hopefully we'll have more time. Then we can maybe do like a music video we're planning on doing with the
Yeah,
big,
that'll be probably in like 2 weeks. We'll have
Yeah.
that done.
we'll
It
get
will
our
be
music
a
video.
legitimately special.
It will be
Yeah.
a special. This will
It
not
because
be.
we've actually caught it this time.
It will be a supremely awesome special.
That's-
Oh!
I don't get it.
That's the channel name, Supreme Awesome Show.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, by the way, this
That's
person
what
doesn't.
happens when you don't see us
The
for like a
person
year.
doesn't know the name of the channel. He's joining the channel. So.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a year, so this is really weird for me.
And
thought
I
it was
brought them together.
Sour cream awesome show. So I was totally confused. That was a lot
So
of
I
fun.
remember I watched. Okay, on our channel we actually have a private video. One of the first ones is Quest for the Cedar Steps, and we filmed that with Tim. And that was when we were too scared to use our names. So we came up with. We thought they were cool names. We were like, yeah, ham, cheese, blueberry, and trooper. Those are cool names.
They are.
We're gonna be like the best YouTube channel ever. We say with our nasally grade 7 voices. And then we realized that was stupid. But we are going to try to do more. I want to do like redux of those series.
Yeah, we should.
We actually lost all the footage for that. The Quest for the Cedar Steps would actually be up on our channel to this day had we not lost all the footage.
we lost half the footage. Remember? So
We were only able to make the stupid like
Trailer
iMovie trailer thing.
I might have some footage on my computer.
Do it!
There's a
Well,
chance.
Run to
I
Tim's
don't-
house.
Did we film it on my camera?
Yeah. Well,
I can check.
yeah. We'll see.
We have most of it. We're missing like you walking in the forest, and then we're missing you crying about the steps and all that stuff.
We could just put like a scene missing, a shot missing slide up, and
There'd be
they'd get it.
There'd be so many like it would be mostly like shot. Remember
Half
like,
the storyline missing.
Redacted.
redacted.
Yeah.
Improvise. No, what we do is that instead listen to some improvisational jazz. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? We need a jingle. We need to work out a jingle for this Supreme Awesome Show. That has to be like with a supreme awesome show. We have to have like we have to have a guitar. Sour cream awesome show. Yeah, sour cream.
Remember I sent you that MIDI file you
Yeah, I
had
know, but
quickly
it's like
worked up.
we
It's,
could-
it's a little crappy, but
it's
we
a little
can...
crappy, but we can like evolve that into like a guitar thing. We could because I want to do our Nickelodeon knockoffs. Sometime when we do our like Nickelodeon. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah.
Free stuff you don't know about. Okay, sorry. Channel update. Do you remember what you were talking about now? You weren't thinking, were you?
No, I was too distracted in the awesome conversation we were having.
You were never thinking. Okay, think more, Dylan. Think. Do you need a manual?
Think.
Manual road here. I'll
Brain blast!
turn the
yes.
Brain blast. Oh, speaking of brain blast, me and Isaac are also gonna try to have a song out. Our next song will be a medley of all our favorite cartoons growing up. That is
After the upcoming music
The
video.
After that.
songs?
a theme songs like Danny Phantom. He's a phantom. Yo, Danny Phantom, who was just 14 when his parents. And in the background, there's people going. It's just awesome vocals. It's funny.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna Sonic Underground.
Oh.
Sonic
I
Underground.
just remembered that.
Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So you don't have anything else to channel update?
I actually had a couple ideas, but I'm totally drawing a blank now. I have to write a 10-page, one-act play for Monday, and this is Wednesday, so I'm like.
Well,
do
you
it
know what
all
we need to
Sunday.
do after that? We need to
Oh, you're
film
drinking
this
all. I have not had a second cup of this. You give me that brisk right now.
It's iced tea.
It's
It's
nasty
nasty.
cool.
It's nasty cool. Here, take it. Chugs of the iced tea.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to make that.
Sponsor us. Sponsor. Nesty.
Except-
Nesty cool sponsor. Sponsor us.
Except we aren't sponsored right now. We want them to sponsor us. 'Cause
Sponsor us, Nesty.
It's delicious. It is awfully delicious.
Yeah.
And Sunships. If that doesn't work, Sunships sponsor us.
One
As you glance at the Sunships bag, like it's gonna say yes.
I'm
empty. It's empty
I'm
right
looking across the room at the Sunships bag as if to sponsor us. Sponsor.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't have anything else to say because you're stupid. So we start with the first topic.
Hey!
What would you add to Minecraft?
Question mark.
This is a good question.
Yes.
Well, you said you had a couple ideas, so go for it.
I had like one idea. I had a
Okay,
conversation
okay.
earlier this week, but I think what lots of people want in Minecraft is what's going on is you want to create like your own games. Like there's lots of stuff going on where you have to like just put up a plaque with the rules on it. If they somehow added like an update or something where it's almost like Little Big Planet where you can create like a completely new game out of Minecraft, like not too hard, like easily. That would be like
make
perfect.
program almost easier.
Yeah, definitely, and like maybe like an in-game texture pack editor or something like that.
That would be
within
cool.
Minecraft. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what people want to see.
I mean, we're not all Denzel and can make amazing art like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have the most rudimentary understanding of MC Edit. Like I can like cut, import, paste.
Yeah.
I'm the one in charge of the new server where it's gonna look ugly. You won't pay attention to that when it comes on though.
Hopefully, you'll be paying attention to the fact that we're building new stuff in it.
Okay. So that's your idea? Check
I
it out.
want more nether biomes. I get the idea that the nether is supposed to be hell and it's supposed to be like all dank and this huge cavern looking thing, but like honestly, I would like to see some different nether biomes. Like the overworld has so many cool things, but the nether's kind of like, I feel like the nether's a little underpowered. I mean, they just added the nether quartz, so I'm happy about that. And maybe like a nether ore that makes obsidian mining so much easier, or like a new like something like a nether pickaxe, or like maybe even just like nether trees. I want like more.
Yeah.
I want it so I can go into the nether and I can stay in the nether forever and like never want to leave.
What would a nether tree look like?
I just
They have a bunch of mods for that stuff. You could guess. Like they make like nether trees in mod. They made them like glowy. Like they made like glow.
Yeah, I can
trees.
imagine like a nether tree being like having like a slow sand sort of like bush at the top, and then like a new type of like nether wood, like
Or you know,
wood.
be cool. Actually, instead is that we kind of have nether mushrooms because you know how they have mushrooms. That's
Yeah.
the one block. They could have big mushroom trees, like the big mushrooms
that'd be
that could
cool.
spawn in there, but they'd be like nether variant, and they could change due to biome.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I just feel like that the nether was so underpowered. Like it was a cool concept when it first came out. It was like, yeah, the nether, the mobs are gonna be so hard and they're gassed and zombie pigman that if you hit one, you're dead. But then now it's just like, you don't hit the zombie pigman, you shoot the gas. The blazes are not that tough if you have snowballs. What's the point?
You can kill them with snowballs, and you can get infinite snowballs with one snow golem. Essentially, after 8 snowballs on one pumpkin, you just farm it and kill the blazes. It's pretty cheap.
I mean, the nether skeletons were a cool aspect that you can get in there, but I want to like almost expand that because like the other thing with Minecraft, I feel like it needs like I get the idea that you're going to go kill the Ender Dragon, but I feel like there should be some more like quest almost thing in Minecraft, which would be cool.
No, you could add on to that. You can basically, you know how wither skeletons, how they spawn is when a regular skeleton spawns in the nether.
Mhm.
And so what you do, if you push a regular skeleton through a portal, they turn into a wither skeleton. So it'd be cool. They're corruption mobs. So what if you get alternate corruption mobs? Zombie goes to the nether, you get like a wither zombie or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Enderman.
Or-
Imagine an Enderman that goes to the nether. How cool they'd
Well,
be.
I
They'd
think
like,
a zombie going into the or a pig going into the nether would become a zombie pigman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like just stuff like that. You have each of the mobs have like a corruption mob
Mhm.
that would go on.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or like another dimension entirely where you have these corruption mobs, and you're like, it's like a nega of the overworld and a nega of the nether sort of thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What about you guys?
Yeah, you can go first, Isaac, because I've been talking a lot.
I'm a little ashamed to say this, but I haven't played Minecraft in a few months now.
Blasphemy.
So I feel really
Yeah.
behind, and I've been keeping up with some of the updates. I know what's kind of going on, but I haven't had time to really exercise my thoughts of what I want them to include.
They just added horses too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was
That
something
was something I think a lot of
People
people
were
wanted
asking
a
for
while.
that since like alpha. People wanted horses since
Ever
alpha.
since saddles came out, they wanted horses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, finally.
Yeah, that made sense. So why have saddles before?
You know what they actually did first?
It
Hey,
was for pigs.
Yeah.
you wonder what they did first? So you can continue after this. But this actually got really mad, and I'm glad they changed it. When they first added horses, they made a new saddle for only horses. So you think, oh, so now that saddle I can only use on useless pigs, yet I won't need to ever use it again. So all that thousands of saddles I've worked up from all my worlds won't be useful to new horses. And then Mojang realized that was stupid, deleted the horse saddle, and now you can use saddles for horses as
Yeah.
well.
Why would they think that was smart? Honestly, it's like there's horses and saddles. Put the two together, genius.
Or you can make donkeys that carry chests, which is pretty cool as well. Like,
That's cool.
yeah, so you have like carryable bugs and stuff. And also they have to do like they're gonna be try to add more game modes, like a capture the flag game mode and stuff. Anyway, sorry, I think you walk in.
No, I don't really know. Of course, when you start thinking about this stuff, you start
That was
saying
a
like,
dog.
you start thinking, I want like them to have like some sort of modern equipment, and then you realize that's not what Minecraft's about. Minecraft is about an escape from reality.
Yeah.
So maybe
the idea of like having to survive and rough it yourself in, but
it has very light RPG elements with a lot of survival elements as well, which I admire.
Buddy, shut
I
up.
think
Sorry, it's my dog.
Yeah.
God, he's running everywhere.
I think if they were to add one thing, I think it would be to have NPCs that could give you quests. Now they have the achievements, which are good. They're a step in the right direction. But I think if you actually have like motivation, like if you kill a certain number of skeletons within a certain in a certain day cycle, or you go to this one area and do something, like go to this fortress and get something, then
yeah.
That brings me up to another thing. I want better dungeons. Like the idea of a little room is a dungeon. Like the stronghold idea was amazing. It's like this is a cool dungeon.
But they're so rare.
It's so rare, and there's like nothing in there. There's a few chests and maybe a spawner if you get lucky. But it's like, I want something that will actually challenge me. There's actually a better dungeons mod that I looked at, and I'm like, that is what I want Minecraft to be.
Yeah.
Like the better dungeons mod basically enhances the dungeon to the point where it's so difficult that you need like protection for enchanted stuff when it was OP.
I also like different.
I'm gonna put the dog outside. Sorry, I
Okay.
cut you off.
Come on, buddy.
I'd
Buddy.
also okay.
Come on, outside. Calm down. Or no.
Wanna go?
Someone else is going outside.
I think if they had a difference between some of the towns, like not just like different like
I'm gonna close the front
different materials, but
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
different
yeah.
different sizes, different buildings.
That would make sense. Like the idea of like
Yeah.
maybe in the field they have blacksmiths and stuff, but in the desert they might have like a spring. And maybe even the villages would go underground more. Cause like, why would a village be there? How would they get cobble if they're in the desert? It's just like, why? I see where you're going with
Yeah,
that.
they have sandstone villages.
I know. I realize they fixed that, but it's like.
No,
That
I'm
wasn't a point, man. You just made a weird noise.
That's so quiet you are, but then you always come with like some witty banter.
Yeah.
How did
No,
the door
I'm-
open again? I just closed that thing. Does the dog grow thumbs?
Okay.
You gotta calm down, mister.
No, I'm honestly saying like,
Fix your game notch.
no, it's a brilliant game, and there's not much to fix. Occasionally,
Oh,
there are glitches.
Well, they do have to fix the achievements.
Yeah. The achievements aren't enticing. Like, there's nothing going on. They don't reward you for.
Yeah.
No,
getting
I'm
an
saying the
achievement.
fact that if you get an achievement, you can get getting wood, the exact achievement, the first achievement in the game, several times.
Yeah.
It's because it resets, right? Now, what would be cool if after they don't reset is that achievements actually give you experience.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be cool.
That makes
They
sense.
should, because there are
That
certain
would-
experience. There are certain that are hard to do. Like there's one called
Yeah.
When Pigs Fly, and you have to drive a pig off a cliff, and it has to deal a certain amount of damage to the pig in order for you to get
Well,
that
that's
achievement.
easier now with carrots on a stick.
No, but I've tried actually, and you don't get that. I've nearly killed the pig, and I have not gotten that achievement. I think you even have to kill the pig. Like it's actually hard. And there's some other obscure ones in there that like are actually like return sender. Sending back a gas ball is not easy. Shut up. It's not.
I've gotten that one before. I've gotten the getting wood achievement on my resets.
Dog, you ready to be quiet? You better be quiet. Traitor Steve.
Okay. Anyways, now we're being quiet.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so I suppose that's enough for. Oh, I haven't even said what
You
I
didn't
wanted.
say
My
anything.
Yeah.
everyone wants to know my opinion, so that's why we save the best for last, ladies and gentlemen.
Well.
Okay, so,
More redstone?
what would I add? More redstone? No, see, I think redstone is already complex enough as is. With the limited blocks you have of redstone, you can already create insane computers. You don't need any more
Yeah.
redstone. The redstone blocks, I like that idea. It made a bunch of
Yes.
stuff so much easier, and I love
And
them.
I like the idea of like the hopper and the idea that dispensers.
Oh,
now-
hoppers! Oh my god, I love that too. They're so smart. Thank you. It gives you so
Thank
much
you,
good stuff.
Jeb. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Dinnerbone. Is that the guy?
I have no idea. I don't follow that. I don't follow their Twitter. Sorry.
Mojang, thank you.
Yes.
Mojang!
But what would I add? You know, personally, I think one of my favorite things in Minecraft is building cities. Like, I'm more of a creative builder, but I love, one of my favorite things was in survival, I was building an entire city, right? So what I kind of want, I know it seems kind of superficial, like they wouldn't do it, but I would want a whole bunch more aesthetic blocks, just so you could have a different style. Because I don't like there's only one brick, then there's nether brick, but there's very drastic difference.
Yeah.
I just want the ability, like, you know what they're doing, which is nice. They're adding hardened clay blocks. So if you just put a block of clay in the furnace instead of getting bricks,
That's
you get,
cool.
and it's cool because then you can make mud adobes, right? And that's cool. You can add like little fence posts, make it look like sticks sticking out of it. And that's
The other thing I would see is like slabs that can go on the side to
Yes,
make walls smaller.
yeah. There you go. I wanted that forever ago. You can do that in like this the what's it called, the mini blocks mod. It comes in like every single mod pack.
Yeah.
It's like it's where you
Oh.
can cut the blocks in like halves, quarters, 8/16
Yeah.
cubic
That's
cubic
part,
bajillimeters.
that's part of the feed the beast thing. DS.
Don't play your 3DS
Nope.
while
I was turning it off. Jeez.
You irresponsible plebeian patriarch.
Yes. No, but like the Feed the Beast mod pack that I watched on the Minecraft group, like they have those types of blocks, and that's such a freaking cool concept because you can have like iron posts, iron things on the side. You can put these blocks in literally any position you want, and it makes building more
Yeah.
interesting.
It would add like a whole bunch of item IDs to the game, and I understand that, but I like they have the space for it. You can have 2,000 block IDs and item IDs now since they did the Anvil update. So I really think that's a great idea. What I would like actually, more liquids. I wanted liquids a long time ago. I like water and lava, but I think it would be so cool if you could like actually
And
'cause-
like birds and like sharks. I want.
Oh,
some-
get rid of bats. That's what I would add to Minecraft.
What?
I would add negative bats. Bats are a waste of my time. They spawn inside my house, and I want to kill them, but I
Ugh.
can't because they don't give me anything. Bats don't do anything. It's just a weird Halloween aesthetic.
they
It's not
should-
even Halloween.
They should.
They needed bats. Like I think that
Bats
bats
and-
made sense
Bats
to me.
in caves are nice, but bats spawning in every dark spot is kind of annoying. Like
Alright.
When I'm building
That's
floating
fair.
things in flatlands, like I have this basically entire floating world, all these bats are spawning like right underneath my redstone. It's like, get the hell out, man! And like, what if you want low lit areas for aesthetics? Like they'll
True.
spawn in there, and it's like if they can have a better way of sensing, like, yeah, this is a cave, and it spawns in there.
Like a bat can only spawn if it's surrounded by stone blocks only, or something like that.
Or like there's ores within a certain amount of distance, like
Yeah.
you know, to be able to tell. Like,
Because
yeah.
who really builds with iron ore on the ground or gold ore on the ground?
And if you do, you're kind of stupid, and I'm not afraid to say that on this podcast because it looks disgusting. That's why we smelt it to make pretty iron blocks. So yeah, I would do that. But I kind of want to do so to say, I think it'd be fun to add just a whole bunch more items to the game that you don't tell anybody about, because that was one of my favorite things about Minecraft is that you didn't know what you were doing all the time. I remember when I started playing in 1.5 on my friend's account, and like this was at school in grade 9, right? And I had no idea what to do, but I had like super amount of fun. Like, you can make a pickaxe.
What?
And it had so much charm to it, and I was so scared of like if I saw one skeleton, I'd be oh my god, close the door, close the door, shit,
Oh,
and like
no.
I was like, if he dealt like half a heart of damage, I thought it was screwed.
Remember our original world where we got terrified of spiders and zombies and creepers that would walk up, stalk us to our door before the mobs were smart?
Yeah.
And then the first dungeon I ever went to, I was so scared because cows would respawn at the time. I kept killing cows every day until I had enough leather to make a leather armor to take on a small dungeon. And now it's like dungeons. Puh, I'll take it on with just a stone sword.
You can use TNT, just block it in. Also, by the way, the wither, I actually done tests on the wither. This has nothing to do with Minecraft adding. But I'm trying to find a way to make an automated way to kill a wither because you can create them. And I know it takes exactly 9 blocks of TNT to kill a wither. But unfortunately, the last blast will destroy the nether star. So that's why you want to kill him with 8 blocks of TNT. And then you go up and you melee his ass. So that's the solution. Just letting you know, guys, we got to build this thing. Like,
Well, we should try to build this in the creative.
in the creative server, that will be something to do. It's basically just a wither star so we can get
And
nether
we are
stars.
totally gonna actually build. We're actually gonna do a creative series this time.
Yeah, okay. If it's delayed, sorry, don't be whiny babies. It's gonna come.
We have a lot of stuff going on with school and everything.
This should be the priority, man.
I know it should be the priority. I want it to be the
It
priority.
definitely shouldn't, though.
Yeah,
Not
no,
really.
no, I want it to be the priority. Like, this is really what I like to do. But, like, if it comes to the point where it's like, I have a math test this morning and I had no idea what I was doing because last night I was, like, hanging out with Daryl and we were talking about recording something this weekend. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, this morning I wake up, I get to school. Oh, yeah, there's a math test. I get the paper, first page. I have no idea what I'm doing. Flip
Son of
paper.
a bitch!
That was me with my biology test today. I'm like, God, what's the largest artery in the human body? Why do I not know this?
Why do I care?
I know.
Daryl did a rant. Daryl from DRL Gaming did a rant.
You don't need to say
today.
Daryl from DRL. Almost all of our subscribers are who's Daryl? There's gonna be like that one guy watching this of our subscribers who's like, who's Daryl? And we're gonna be like, seriously? Question mark?
No, you say thank you. You're the one guy who actually just found us.
Well,
Yeah.
I know, you know what, actually,
Yes.
I was actually checking our analytics though, and it was interesting, because our channel's been actually out for a long time before we actually started using it. That's when Dylan put up his stupid videos. Passenger. We're all passengers on a train floating through
It's
life,
beautiful, man.
It's actually
Wow.
copyright. There's like copyright music in
Poetry.
there. It's banned in some countries, despite the fact that it's private now.
Yeah.
I remember.
It was banned in countries because it was like showing off like the oil spill and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, we should ban that because freaking censorship in like countries like China and not being racist, actually censorship in China is really bad.
Okay, well that was irrelevant and unprovoked, but nevertheless,
Yep.
our channel's been out for a long time, and actually we lost a bunch of subscribers simply by them closing down their channels.
We lost like 30 people because their YouTube accounts got shut off.
They got shut off. They closed their accounts, meaning they're old people and they don't go on YouTube anymore. Like it's like, yeah, I've had YouTube since it came out. Hipster hat, glasses.
That's Kyle.
And then Kyle has glasses.
No, Kyle has had his YouTube account basically since it's come out.
Yeah, I know. Remember the old one where I used to have that? I used to have for our background picture, it was a death trooper with the guy with the skull and the claws. It was the original background I had like years ago. Don't you remember it?
Bring it back.
Okay.
Bring it back.
It wasn't
Bring
my
back
picture.
Electric Rhino, dude.
Remember? Okay. Do you remember my other one where I had that little circular thing? Maybe our original subscribers remember this. It was like it said the Supreme Awesome Show had two. It had two
yes.
smiley faces.
Yes.
One was crying, one was laughing, and one in the middle was like twitching its eye. I did that on Paint. Wonderful skills, don't I have them?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So next
topic. We
topic.
totally went off topic.
What
there,
do
like-
we do in Toronto?
Toronto.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, we're from Canada.
We're not from Northern Ontario though, so we don't sound like this, eh? We don't talk like this, eh? We don't. Hey, we're not Northern Ontarian, eh? Hey, everybody. It's cold. It's summer. It's hot
Anyway,
here, guys.
we're
It's
from-
not. Canada isn't cold. goddammit! It's not like that all the time. Stop your gender roles.
I love watching the audio.
Yes, I'm
Gotta break down those gender roles. Canada is not always cold.
Okay.
But we do
No,
live
the
in
audio,
England.
dude.
I just spiked the audio. I
Well,
spiked the audio with some
It's
alcohol.
not always cold in here, but we do live in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We do live in igloos. We drive our meese to school.
Yep.
We take
Dog sled.
We leave our
Hey,
our house at
we
about
dog
you know
Yeah.
We dog sled.
7:30 when it's still dark out.
Yeah.
Actually, I do leave at my house at 7:30 in the wintertime. It is dark outside, so I can relate to that.
Okay, yeah, it does get cold here, but come on, like seriously,
It's like 20 degrees outside
It's
right
just
now.
as cold as New York. Like, we're literally below the 49th parallel. We're on the same parallel as, like, the most populated areas of the states,
Yeah, we're
almost.
we're with Boston here.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys. Like, come on. Stop your stupid nationalistic...
Okay, so, sure, we have none of it, which
Wait,
is cool.
are we
but
just
where's
assuming
cilantro?
all these fans are nationalistic, like, jerks? Man?
You
Like,
nationalistic Americans, god damn it!
Actually, the majority of our people aren't from America, and they're probably like, Canada's so cold.
Well, it's because there's a whole bunch of Americans. They
There's
breed,
so
like...
many Americans.
Whoa! We're attacking our fan base here, guys. This is not cool, man. You're gonna see
We
a
love
huge
you guys.
drop in
Stars and stripes
subscribers.
here. Here's some stuff. Just to let you know, before we played our national... Okay, when we go to school, at least in my school, when we go to school, before the announcements come on and when we play our national anthem, we always have another music. Sometimes it'll be rock, sometimes it'll be anything. Teachers will be like, guess what we played one day? We played the entire American national anthem and then did our announcements and then did our Canadian national anthem. And guess what everybody in that school did during the American national anthem? America! Fuck yeah, America! Land of the free! Don't worry, we love you guys. You're cool. You're cool.
We just love making fun of you.
We just love it. You guys make fun of us, we make fun of you. It's a mutual. We're symbiotic here. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's
feed
like-
off of each other's...
Spider-Man.
It's the idea that we love each other, but it's like that brotherly love where it's like, hey, yeah, you suck too, sort of thing. But
You idiot! I hate you so
Yeah,
much.
like,
I hate you too.
Yeah, I hate you too.
But we'd also at the same time be the guys going, "No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up." Like, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the original
Okay,
question.
so
What do we do in Toronto?
I
Just in
want
case
to
you
make
forgot.
one more point. But I totally forgot it. Damn it!
You suck, Dylan. Isaac, what do you do in Toronto? Start with you.
Well, especially during the summertime, we have some really beautiful parks in Toronto. Like
We do.
So many.
Hyde Park is amazing.
Even just the
Cherry
park.
blossom.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's awesome that we have them.
Cherry blossom.
Also, we have, I mean, closer to me, we have, it's not called this. It's, I have something called the Ravine, close by. We call it the Ravine, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And, like, it's,
There was a ravine by Nick's house.
There's ravines all over Toronto.
well, I know, but
Yeah.
we call it the Ravine because there's still one close by. But, like, it's essentially one ravine. We just cut it up with roads because it's a city here, like, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
It's the GTA is a
We
huge
live in Minecraft.
The
We have
GTA
ravines.
is a huge ass city.
The GTA is freaking big.
It's bigger
Grand Theft
than
Auto?
it's
yeah, Greater Toronto
Yeah,
area.
I know.
Grand Theft Canada.
In case they don't.
Yeah.
We steal cars and then say, "Sorry, I'm gonna need this, asshole." Sorry, I'm just gonna take this. Sorry.
Okay. And then also the Brickworks.
Yeah,
Have you guys been to the Brickworks?
No, I've been to the distillery area. Have you been to the?
Yes,
The distillery area. Oh my god, it's so nice. And during Christmas, I went there during like Christmas. They have this Christmas festival. So nice. So nice. You can't see what I'm doing at right now, but I'm glad you can.
We're mocking Avery because he keeps flailing his arms and acts like he's pounding the table, and occasionally does.
That or masturbating with 2 hands.
Diaphalia, man.
Shut up. Okay, but yeah, so we have some nice places here.
Yeah, Toronto really is a beautiful city. It's got a lot of green, which I love. I mean, I've seen some cities that are really like lackluster in the green, and then I come here and it's like, yeah, Toronto's a really nice city. There's a lot of parks, a lot of greenery. It's nice. I'm still a country boy at heart. Yeah.
But you like to say that just because you have your aunt, like your family out in the country.
Yeah.
You're not a country boy.
I got the hat.
You're a
Dude,
city slicker.
You're the same amount of country as I am.
Dylan, you're a white pasty geek as much as you like it, alright? That's who we are. It's in your blood.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
I'm not arguing that point. You know what I was gonna say when he got around to me? I was gonna say I don't do shit in Toronto. I don't leave my house. I stay on my computer all day, and then I go to school, and then I go back on my computer. Most I go outside is I walk the dog, and I scooter around the block, and everyone goes, "Why is that kid scootering all the time?" And I always go, "I ride a scooter, by the way. Scooters are cool."
Scooters are lame.
Yeah.
Scooters are lame.
Now, of course, it's not like a Vespa or anything. It's like a Razor scooter.
It's a Razor scooter for 9-year-olds. I'm too tall for it, but I've been using it for years. It's my favorite. I was mocked by a construction worker when I was scootering down. And this was last year.
Oh.
And he went and he like mimed walking a scooter, and then he like batted his eyelashes like it was such a girly thing to do. And I gave him like this like death look, like goddamn you to, you goddamn construction worker. But you know what I thought in the back of my head? Bet you didn't go to college. Like, bet you didn't go to college or university, asswipe. Like,
Oh man, he's probably like an architect or something.
no, that guy was an architect. That guy was shoveling gravel onto the road. Like, bet you didn't go to. Yeah, laugh at me all you want. You're not going to college. You didn't go to college. Your life's. Sorry, I'm being.
French philosophy.
A lot of us have had really weird scenarios happen to us in Toronto, and we're gonna start making a skit series of these weird things happening to us.
Called That Really Happened. We have
That really happened.
We're not gonna spoil it. Don't spoil any of them because we'll see them
that
later.
construction one could be an example of what we're going to do.
Yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of stuff. Like some stuff even stranger
Actually,
than that.
Denzel has a really good story.
Yeah,
too.
we'll have them.
We'll save those for later.
Yeah, we'll save those for
You'll
later.
see what happens if we ever
Back
have a chance to get around to it.
Toronto.
Right.
Back to
The
Toronto.
city we live in. All right, I just want to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
in another brief thing. Is that in Toronto, everybody knows the CN Tower. It's a tower. You know when I went there? I went there like 3 years ago, and I'm 16. That took me forever. I've never even. It took me 13 years to set foot in there. I've never.
It took me like 11 years. Like I didn't step in there. I went up there. I'm like,
Nope,
this is
I
kinda
didn't
cool.
care, like, it
and then
was-
I got bored and went home.
Like the CN Tower, everyone's like, everyone gotta go there.
Well,
But
it's
I-
because we see it all the time.
yeah.
It's huge. We see it from anywhere in this city.
I
That's
can
the
see
amazing
it from
thing.
the other end of the city. I can go literally to almost the border of the city of Toronto, and I can see the CN Tower from the border.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing actually how tall it is.
Yeah.
So it's really underwhelming when we go.
Yeah.
I would just like to say
Like,
one thing.
yeah, on a clear day, you can
terrorists
see
do
Buffalo.
not come and take down the CN Tower, please.
Or we will
Wow,
fuck you
giving
up with
them
our.
ideas.
We will fuck you up with Avro arrows. We will get our Avro arrow out of
Retirement.
underneath of the secret thing under Lake Ontario. We'll get out the Avro arrow and we'll shoot your ass down with our superior fighter plane technology. That's right, Americans. That's why you shut down our Avro arrows.
Well,
God
one
damn your
place
government.
that
God damn
was
you, Bush.
great-
It's not actually Americans. It's just the Bush
Downsview.
administration.
Well, I was gonna say great, famous Toronto place. I just went the other day. Honest Ed's.
Oh my
Crazy.
god.
Yeah, I went there
place.
recently as well. Comic shop,
oh.
free comic book day actually.
Yeah, I was
I
there.
went.
Same.
Yeah, I went.
didn't
A
see
couple
it.
of us go by Honest Ed's like every other week, and it's really cool.
Well, basically, it's a giant dollar store type cheesy place.
Have you guys read Scott Pilgrim? Yeah, of course you have.
Wait for an answer.
Of course you guys have.
It's like the mic is gonna talk to us.
I thought there was actually a silence there.
Yeah,
we were,
we
waiting
were
for
all
that
waiting
part.
for the mic to go. Yeah, of course we want Scott Pilgrim, guys. Not watch.
Well,
Let me redacted. Of course we watch. Damn it!
redacted again.
Of course we read Scott Pilgrim, guys. Oh, shut up, dog. There's no. Stop complaining about everything. My dog complains about everything. When people leave the building, he complains. When people enter, he complains.
I have a really great story about Honest Ed's one time, like the weirdest thing.
Do it.
I was searching for a Halloween costume there because it's really cheap. And I was in the basement of this place, and it had like all these knockoff like food, like fake Cheetos, called like Cheezers or something. And then I was walking around, and they're like 99 cents for a bag, whatever. And I turned the corner, and then there's 19th century ancient Chinese jade statues for like $3,000, and I turned my head back around. There's Cheetos, $3,000 ancient statues, fake Cheetos. Like the craziest place, man.
Yeah, like Honest Ed's is like made for like poor people or really rich people. Like you can go in there and like you know what they have actually was one of my favorite places in like one of the main stairwells. They have this huge clock from one of their plays because their family, which was one of the big things they got rich, they produce like plays like
The
And
Mervish,
Mervish.
yeah.
Mervish, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Like they have this huge clock here, like this big fake clock prop
Yeah.
that has like this fake deer head, and one of its eyes is bulging. And it's making this weird.
Yeah.
And apparently they once had a restaurant as well that was put in the restaurant.
Oh.
They Honest Ed's once controlled the restaurant as well, and I would have actually liked to go there. I mean, they closed it because you can't keep up both at the same time. but-
Well, actually, if you really do want to come to Toronto and want to see something that's interesting, I would probably go to either Kensington Market or Casa Loma. Casa Loma is
true.
for people who are really into history, but if you really want to go shopping and have like sort of that Toronto feel of shopping
Culture.
and culture, Kensington Market has been
Definitely.
around forever, and it's actually really cheap. I got my hat on the weekend there for $30.
you keep spawning that. I got a duster coat there, so I look like Doctor Who, and I look sexy
This
with
guy's
it.
got a cowboy hat, man. It's leather.
Actually,
No, you can find everything.
Yeah.
They literally have like a bunch of stores that are all retro clothing, and then
And
they have like
you
a couple
can
that are for pajamas and
You
such.
can get pretty well anything there. I've actually seen like some of the stores are really like like really, really sexual. Like
Yeah,
one-
some get raunchy and some are not.
That's the word, raunchy.
Best place for gift
you were-
shopping for anybody.
Oh.
You can find so many different stores.
You can find so
knock
many things.
everybody
there.
off your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can save like $10 on everything.
Yeah, I'm surprised. And yeah, I remember Melody said when she went with you, she was supposed to be for her, but she couldn't find anything. How can you not find anything at Kensington Market?
Well,
Seriously.
Yeah, like everyone likes Kensington Market just because it's such a cool place to go, and you can do anything there.
Yeah.
Actually, there's also
Lots of good food.
Yeah, I ate there
really-
as well.
we
That was
ate
awesome.
there, and the food was
And guess
so
what
good.
they were playing when we were eating there, which is funny because this got my head recently. It was shout, shout, let it all out. Does anyone listen to? Of course, you've listened to the good. They're called Isaac. Help me.
That band?
That band. They're called Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
Everybody, Tears for
Oh,
Fears. Shout,
from
shout,
Breakfast Club.
let it all out.
Don't
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
forget about
Well,
No, I don't think I did that song actually.
Voice crack in the
I'm
middle of
almost
that.
No, it's like that same song. I swear it's not by Tears for
The
Fears.
voice
Maybe-
crack in the
maybe-
middle. That was
maybe
perfect.
the other one that you know is
You forget about me.
Something's happened and I'm head over heels now. Don't break my heart. Don't take my heart now. Don't take it away.
Rich Alvarez did a
Take
parody
it
of that.
away. Anyways, they play awesome like music there. That
Yeah.
synchronicity ties up with what you've been listening to. It's psychic.
Another good place I probably would want to go to is actually Steaks and Lattes.
Oh, definitely.
Don't advertise our awesome
They're already
spot.
really busy.
The-
It's
That's
Don't
true.
go to Snakes and Lattes.
It's
They hate you
stupid.
there. It's only for us.
It's only for
We
us.
went there before it was cool. Actually, we did. We went there and it was only one room, and the other room was in the basement and it was all not painted and small, and everybody there was like, don't go there.
It's actually awesome. I love it there, and I know
Yeah.
we all do as well.
We go
Yeah.
there every other week, so.
We go. We were supposed to be playing Scion today, a role playing game. You know, like D and D and stuff.
But our other friend is in Algonquin Park.
Yeah, because he's got to be all busy. He's busy as shit.
That guy is always busy. He's always doing something.
Like,
whether
it's not-
guy.
You should actually meet Harrison though.
It's not Harrison's
No,
fault.
he's met Harrison.
Have you?
Yeah, he was. It was.
He was at
grade-
the birthday,
Yeah, it was
right?
at the birthday party in grade 9.
It's not Harrison's fault. He's just really busy. Like, he goes to a school where everything's like, oh, right, we need to do the physics essay, English essay, Harrison essay. You know what? Actually, screw it. Just write us an entire literary human canon. And do it by tomorrow. And by the way, you're not allowed to do anything with your friends. Okay?
Yeah,
Luther.
He's
That's what
school-
He's already done grade 12 math, and he did it in grade 10.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
see. He. By the way, he's the one who's the actual genius. I'm the one who pretends to be a genius through my rhetoric
And witty banter.
witty banter and large words. But he's the actual smart one.
yeah. And then I'm just like, yep, me no smart, me go with it.
Yeah, but I was smart enough to teach you math.
Yeah, that's true.
I helped him
No,
with
that was because my teacher couldn't teach math at all. And now, right now, I'm getting a 90 in math because my teacher actually teaches you. Isn't that amazing?
Wow, how about that shit? I'm a math teacher who teaches you math. You learn math.
Oh my god, now a math teacher who actually tries to teach you math doesn't teach you math. Wow.
Oh, wait, should we move on to the next
Okay.
Subject?
Wait,
Does
wait,
anyone,
Did everyone say?
does anyone have anything
No,
else to add?
I'm closing
Uh,
the top.
Did you?
There's the X.
Oh, the X.
Oh,
During the summer, oh yes.
the X. Let's go to the X.
I'm trying to get
baby,
excited.
let's go to
Oh,
the
that'd-
X.
That'd be good. Yeah, it's actually amazing. A lot of awesome food.
No, you
Yeah,
can have
man.
so much fun there, and even if you don't want to go on
Wonderland
it,
as well.
even if you don't want to go on any of the rides, they got all these trading booths. Like I remember going there, they had like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon. They have like all these things you can just like buy stuff.
Did you get your aviators there?
Yeah, I got my aviators there. I got like these awesome. Like,
No, not aviators, aviators.
see, they're coined by me. Aviators, copyright Avery, 2000.
We have to talk about the food building though, like the
Yes.
Yeah, I
okay.
love that thing.
the
I got-
donut hamburger.
Oh my
cheeseburger.
god, I've had like 3 of those.
And
you know-
every year, Avery gets a deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah, every year, it's
So
a tradition,
good.
and also they have Cold Stone there now. And so last year when I actually went last year with Harrison, and we got Cold Stone.
so
and
did I. Yeah.
love Cold Stone.
I
Love
got,
Cold
I
Stone.
got deep fried macaroni with Harrison. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
The
this
other
one
thing about
burger.
Harrison is he could eat a lot, and if you remember Claremont, he ate everything on
If
our
you
plates.
remember, how would they remember?
No, I'm talking about you
Oh,
and
man.
Isaac. But like, we went to this thing in grade 7 where we went and like basically roughed it for like a couple days.
Okay,
with
just a
everyone.
quick thing. Everybody who's been to an elementary school or middle school, you've probably had those things where you go out on little trips with your class to a certain space. At least in Canada, we have these. I've noticed in every single school.
Yeah.
They do this, middle school, where basically it's kind of like a retreat. You go out with your class
It's
to.
a bit of like an icebreaker.
And
It's sort of get everyone to be together.
Yeah.
So we went to Claremont, and here we were supposed to like save the environment in a sense and not have so much food waste. So whenever we didn't want to finish our food, we'd give it to Harrison, and he's still like a toothpick. Like he's so
Yeah,
skinny.
he's really
But
skinny.
he's like eats so freaking much.
He was
He's
our
a
garbage.
butter-
We called him our garbage bin. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
like whenever I'm like,
That's an
"Here,
insult.
I don't.
No,
feel
no, he wasn't a garbage bin. He was our garbage bin.
Like I'm like this one morning I'm like I really don't want a waffle. Here, Harrison, have my breakfast. Harrison, why not?
Okay. Okay. There's also. Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's it on Toronto. Yeah. So next on the
Best
list.
city ever.
Yeah.
Oh, one more place for Toronto though. Go to the island. The island.
Yes.
And some. Okay. By the way, whatever you think about the Great Lakes, at least are in the area, Lake Ontario is not polluted. You can totally go swimming there. Some of the beaches they have there are lovely to go swimming in. Like
Yeah.
really lovely.
I wouldn't go swimming off of Toronto though, just because it's a little weird.
No,
but
not
if
if Toronto.
that's
Go
where
to
it's
the
supposed-
island.
Go to the island and go swimming.
then go swimming.
And then
Yeah.
swim back.
And
Yeah,
just-
swim back. Obviously.
Of course, that's what we want you to do. All right. Next is this one I should brought up. Movies that you love that other people hate.
Oh,
This is a hard question.
Well, I've
Yeah.
actually had a lot of these where I've come out of a movie loving it, but other people see. Okay, I'm gonna give my truthful opinion. I'm gonna start off this time. Is that a lot of people hate the Star Wars prequels? They hate them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And my English teacher and my philosophy teacher, they're the same person. I respect him so much. He's like literally my favorite teacher ever, maybe like almost ever. But he does not acknowledge the first
Ever?
3 movies. He says like, no, they don't exist. Nope, they don't exist. And so when I said, hey, Matt, today's the Revenge of the Sixth. How can you be making a Star Wars reference to a movie that doesn't exist, Avery? Oh, sorry, Matt. And see, I understand, like, the hardcore fanboys, and I am a hardcore Star Wars fanboy. I read up on every fact. You want me to tell you about Darth Bane, Darth Sidious, the Yuzang Vong? I can tell you about all that
Calm
shit.
down, man.
All right? But I'm
Get
saying
back on
that,
topic.
breathe.
like, sure, they were handled incorrectly. Like, Isaac Gungan voice, please.
Oh, can I do this right now?
Okay,
You used to-
let's see.
I haven't had to do this in like 6 months. Hello, Mr. Isaac.
Okay, like, Gungans, bad idea, man, but
Actually, I
they
think
could have been handled better.
They could have been
That's
handled better. But something I heard as a rumor was that George Lucas actually had some input from his wife about the original 3 movies. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but like
The original 3 or the prequels?
yeah.
You said the original 3. I'm not sure what he meant. Like
Question mark? No, I'm
because I'm not sure whether she.
It always gets hard because you're like, original 3, right? The ones that started it. Wait, what's the start? Fuck. I'm like-
really.
Okay, but anyway, so about Star Wars, I know a lot of people hate those, but I actually, Attack of the Clones I did not like because it was too lovey-dovey and didn't have enough action, and the clone...
The Phantom
it was-
Menace was actually probably one of my favorite
Phantom
movies.
Menace, I didn't like too much of the Phantom Menace. I liked a little bit of it. Like, it was good. I love Qui-Gon Jinn, and I love the Darth Maul fight. I didn't like too much of the other stuff, but I did love Revenge of the Sith. I love that one. I thought that one was really good, and I don't know why people hated that. I thought it tied in very smartly.
It
With the
also
fourth one?
completed the storyline and made sense of what was going on.
Yeah,
with
it basically
everything.
set the premise for it. Like, okay, the rebels are starting with whatever Senator Bale or whatever, and you can see it's like, oh, that's Leia's dad. Oh, he's setting up there. Oh, okay, makes sense. Everything's like click, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also figure out that's where Force ghosts come from. Qui-Gon discovered immortality, even though he was a rebel, and like, yeah, I don't answer to the Jedi Council, but hey, guess what, guys? Screw you, I discovered immortality, so I'm gonna teach you now, because I'm the better teacher. Teaches Yoda and Obi-Wan how to become immortal. That's why they're ghosts in the new ones. Makes sense now.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go through that, like, it makes sense. But everyone's like, no, the Star Wars, only the original 3. But you know what? Come on, if it wasn't just nostalgia, some of them would be bad. You know how many inconsistencies they have in some of those? Like, they're good, but I'm just saying you can't just, like, put them up on such a high horse pedestal simply because they started it. Revenge of the Sith was a good movie.
I feel like now that they sold it to Disney, I'm a little nervous.
Oh, I'm so worried about
I'm
that.
hopeful.
I'm hopeful as well.
trust.
I'm hopeful, but I'm so nervous that they're gonna really screw things
You know,
up.
I have a new hope for the series.
Oh, 2!
That's
or 3 or something.
2 things he's pulled off well. 2 things he's pulled off well.
Audio spike
I love
again.
this audio.
Audio.
No, I'm actually on the same page as you guys. I love the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's because it's the first Star Wars film I at least remember seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It holds
I
a special
watched
place
it.
in my heart for introducing me to the series. Now I've come to terms with like it's an awful movie.
Yeah.
Like after actually like watching it again, I'm like why do I like that? Oh, right, because it actually started something for me.
The thing I liked about Phantom Menace was that the idea of Darth Maul. Darth Maul for me was such a badass character. I'm like,
Yeah,
he is cool.
And you know, but if you read up some of the expanded universe, the Dark Horse comics, they have a bunch of stuff on like pre-Darth Maul, like where he comes from. They have a lot of stuff like why he decides to get a double-sided lightsaber, and like he comes up with this idea. It's like he's hunting Jedi for Darth Sidious.
Oh,
and they
but
have all this
now
wonderful...
he's in this. Now he's in the Clone Wars series on
Oh,
television.
don't even start me about no Clone Wars series. Now that I do not acknowledge. Ahsoka Tano cannot exist. No, that actually.
I actually hated that.
No, that actually screws up everything because
I
she
thought
cannot
it
exist.
existed. I forgot it existed.
No, because you know why I'll tell you
Yes.
so is because they state the Clone Wars is 3 years, exactly 3 years long between basically Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. That is 3 solid years. Now, one, how can Anakin be given, all right, a Padawan, assuming he's given that Padawan directly after Attack of the Clones, and train it into a full-fledged Jedi in 3 years when it takes most of them decades, right, to grow up with a master? 2, Yoda doesn't trust Anakin for shit. He doesn't trust him with... You know, that's why he had to give him away. Because they know this guy's going to do some serious bad stuff. They would
Also,
never
the
give him a
idea-
Padawan.
They let him be on the council, but not be a master. They were regretting it when they put him on the council. Why would they give him a Padawan?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, look,
Also,
Ahsoka can't
Where's
exist.
Ahsoka in the third movie?
Yeah, like, either she dies or she turns to the dark side
I think
and
they're
then
actually
dies.
doing like the last season now,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Have you
Yeah.
guys seen the end of it? Like,
I know,
maybe
but
they resolve
but
it.
that entire TV series can't fit in, 3 years? It can't.
They can.
Well,
And every episode takes place in a
Okay.
day. You know?
Yeah.
But they have time skips that are bigger than that, which screw everything up.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it-
that I do not acknowledge.
I mean,
well, have you watched the whole series? Like, I
No,
I watched
I've
the
watched
whole
the
bunch.
first 2
I watched
seasons.
I watched the
wanna
2
watch
first
I wanna watch the rest.
seasons. I'm gonna try to watch the others, but I really hate what they did to Ahsoka.
Yeah, some of the stuff there is kind of iffy, but like, you can start to see
And
some
also
of
the
the
fact
corruption
that they kind of had to like, why is she so scantily clad? Like, come on, she's a Padawan. She's young. Like, why is she like wearing like literally like
Nothing.
a tube? She's like wearing like a tube top. That's like, come on, like that.
She's
that-
12.
That's providing you no protection from anything. I will tell you right now. If you're on a cold planet, you're screwed. You think that's gonna protect you from blasters? You know, all the Jedi are wearing modified clone armor. If you look at Obi-Wan and Anakin, they're wearing little shoulder pads, things like, because they're at
And
war.
Ahsoka,
Ahsoka.
I'm wearing a tube top.
She's gonna wear a tube top, like tube top to war, like that's gonna. Don't okay.
Why?
Never mind. Okay, next.
Anyways.
Oh, yes, Mike.
Isaac, yeah, go ahead. You can start your next topic.
Well,
We
have
bas-
a- do you
oh,
want
I
next
have
topic?
I have one.
No, not next topic. I mean,
Your
sorry,
movie that you
that I
like
mean.
that everyone else hates.
I said Phantom Menace.
Oh, so you agree with
okay.
us on that? Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, this is hard for me. I don't know.
Do
I
you
just
want-
have like such popular opinion, man. Like, I guess.
Your voice has dropped so much.
Come back to me.
Okay,
If that's possible.
for me, one of them was The Hobbit. A lot of people did not like The Hobbit, but for me, who had read the book in grade 8, and then watching the movie, I was on the edge of my seat the entire way through the movie. And yes, I agree that it was a little long, but at least they filled it with enough stuff to keep you going to watch
Well,
it.
see, the only reason I will counter this point because I'm one of the slightly critical people, though I do agree with you on many points, and I'll just give you at least my better
Yeah.
opinion on The Hobbit, is that it's not entirely The Hobbit.
They added some stuff, I heard
it's
that.
basically filled with the Silmarillion,
Silmarillion.
Silmarillion as well to fill in other stuff like
Yeah.
the Force. And you know what? I understand that. Because you can't turn a small book like The Hobbit into 3 movies. You could turn it into 2 and do it justice. 3, that's pushing it.
Yeah.
Because
I think they
at
also
that
wanted
point,
to go into the expanded universe
yes,
a little
which is good. But then they shouldn't have called it exactly The Hobbit. I would have liked if they gave it a slightly spin-off title. If they called it simply instead An Unexpected Journey. I actually would have
Okay.
liked that more, like Lord of the Rings, An Unexpected Journey kind of thing.
Well,
Or-
they didn't
or
call it
the-
The Hobbit. They didn't just call it The Hobbit. They called it The Hobbit in an Unexpected
I
Journey.
know, but I
And
would have
then
liked it more
Desolation
instead of
is
trying
small.
to.
Yeah.
Well,
Here
something
and back again.
something I would have maybe liked is maybe
Yeah.
called it There and Back Again. Like,
Well,
like
that's
that.
actually the third movie.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that.
I definitely enjoyed The Hobbit a lot.
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
good.
I thought
It was a little
delivered.
long, but you know what was awesome? Brett from Flight of the Conchords is an
Yeah.
elf in there, and
I-
we were like, and when I,
I
saw
didn't
that,
actually
I was just
notice
like,
him until the second
I'm
time
not-
I watched it.
Hippopotamus. It was awesome. It was so
But
cool. Brett from
I think it delivered on like what it was. It brought me back to the
Yeah.
world of Middle Earth, and
Yeah.
it was a lighter version, which is The Hobbit's
Like
not
when I
nearly
first,
as
I was
in-depth as
so
Lord of the
worried
Rings.
when I first wanted to go watch it because everyone I talked to about it, they're like, it was so long. I fell asleep halfway through it. I'm like, and then I watched it. I'm like, how did you fall halfway asleep through that? Oh my god,
Halfway
what's wrong
asleep
with
through
you?
that.
Audio spray.
I know, but it's like,
Okay, everybody,
actually enjoyed
drinking
it.
game. Every time we say audio spike, you have to take a shot.
Yes.
Of course,
Okay.
of course, we said that like.
No,
after
I'm
the
gonna
fact.
put an intonation at the top.
Audio
Drinking game.
spike.
Alright.
Audio spike, audio spike, audio spike. Die from alcohol poisoning, you fools!
I came up with my movie.
Audio spike.
Which, like, I'm a little bit of like a cinephile, like movies a bit, like tad, like barely. But so like, I enjoy good movies, but I'm someone who's able to enjoy like really dumb movies, like the Transformers series. I really like those movies. I recognize that they're terrible, like Michael Bay, like, but they're fun movies, and that's all I want from a film.
Yeah, I
sometimes,
understand.
just
For me, I
explosions.
want some more explosions on those explosions, please,
Yeah.
Mr. Michael Bay, sir.
And then like ridiculous action sequence, like the final action sequence of the last Transformers movie when they're in the city, which is like, oh, I was just sitting there in awe, just like, this is straight up just awesome.
I was like, okay, I saw the first one and I did enjoy it, but then I'm like, okay, by the I didn't see the second one, I didn't see the third one. I'm like, a fourth one, really? What is
you
this
have to
gonna
watch
be?
them, man. Like, there's no
See-
story. The story's not important. Just it's
See,
so awesome.
so you know basically what it is what I understand it for and what I can appreciate it for is that there are movies that are simply made for fun.
Yeah.
They're not all movies are made for solely the story. You have to understand that. Like sometimes like it's fun to just look at cool explosions. Like though it's always overrated as Michael Bay is stupid for that. Just
Can we put? I just want to put explosion on the
Hush
screen.
now, child. Hush now.
I want to put explosion on the screen.
Hush. Okay. I'll draw. We'll get a picture of an explosion now. Right. No. Okay. Oh, I've knocked over my glass.
That
The
was
explosion knocked over my
exploded.
glass. Okay.
Your glass?
My glass.
My
The
glass.
glass got in my mouth. I'm lit. Okay. So.
You're the spit.
So I was gonna say.
Audio spike.
Audio spike.
Okay, no, we were talking about.
All right. Yeah, movies for fun, right?
Yeah.
People have to understand that there are some movies also that are not super actiony, but you know they're still fun child movies that like you have to understand like they're fun to watch. Like that's a kind of good thing. Just on a quick, isn't a movie, a TV show, Sonic Underground. That is a shit TV show. It is so terrible. It's not even close. They don't hire different voice actors for the brother and the sister, and then they all drastically change all the voices when they fight evil with the power of music. Like, what the hell kind of premise is that?
And
Who
also-
thought of that? Were they high? But yet it's so
Yes,
fun
definitely.
to watch.
They try to convince Knuckles to join them with the power of reggae.
Yeah.
He does have
Hey,
drum
Knuckles,
on
you
it.
should join us now. And here's a little note I wrote. Don't join the freedom fighters. Oh, boom. Like it's so awful, but at the same time, it's so fun to watch,
I have
right?
to
And
go
that's
back and watch that.
it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
My
sweet.
brother watches like literally for the longest time. He watched all the Sonic Underground on his 3DS, like
Yeah.
just on the
Oh, yeah,
Netflix
true.
app. He was just like,
Wow.
He would just stay there and just go downstairs. He's like, Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. Like that's what he was doing.
Actually, I recently started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm actually enjoying it.
I need to watch that.
Angel, right?
I watched Angel
I love
first.
Joss Whedon.
I've watched. I watched Angel, the spin-off of Buffy, 4 times, and I'm like, you know what? On the weekend I was out shoe shopping because my shoes are terrible and I had more. So and I saw this. I'm like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I kind of want that. I've been wanting that for a while now. Screw it, I'm buying it, and I bought it.
You bought it. I pirate everything off of Pirate Bay, and then I get swabbed.
And now we can upload this on YouTube.
And
Audio spike.
just another thing I want to add.
Sit back.
I love Nicolas Cage movies.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, see. Here's the thing with Nicolas Cage.
Audio spike.
Nicolas, shut up. Are you sure? Okay, here's the thing with Nicolas Cage. I'll talk quieter. Is that he does not take on the persona of the actor. Every character he plays becomes Nicolas Cage. So that's the thing. If he's playing like the what's it called, American Treasure? I can't remember. National Treasure. National Treasure.
You have to steal
The
it.
Treasure Hunter. The
You know,
Treasure Hunter. It's now Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage just personifies Ben Gates. He goes into that role and he stole the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Because there's this map on the back.
Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody let him in.
And interrupting the podcast. Do we want to pause it and come back in like 2 seconds? Probably not a bad idea.
Audio
Yeah,
spike.
You sexy beast.
It wasn't seamless because in between we had a short musical break in which I played a song that I will think of later. Wasn't that a good
We
song?
could give them a
everybody?
little bit of a
I
teaser
love
of our
that
upcoming
song.
music video.
That was a great
We already gave him a teaser
totally
that you have
We
to
could give
find.
them like a bit
I love that
more.
song. I love the part where it sounded good and then that chorus came in.
Did you
Yeah,
hear like those
that part.
notes?
I heard that note. Did you hear that note that went note?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that note.
That
man.
was my
I love how it went note, note, and then kind of held there for a little bit, and then went note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
resolve it
you
a
weren't
little bit.
expecting the next note.
I was
know.
I was kind of thinking it was gonna stop. Like it
Yeah.
couldn't possibly go any longer. But
Anyway.
then guess what?
And I am back.
Nobody cared about you. Nobody missed you. We were talking about our new favorite song, the Note song. No, no,
Audio
no,
spike.
no, no.
Audio spike. Audio spike. Audio spike. Yay!
Dylan, you're very loud. Okay.
You know what? Now I feel compelled to write a song called the Audio Spike song. Like
Yes.
I actually want to make a song, like
Yes.
write an
No,
original song.
We could call this audio spike maybe.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Is Audio Spike.
Anyway, back to Nicolas Cage.
Nicholas.
Back to the good.
Rage
Back to the
Cage.
good topics.
No, I love his films. I love the terrible ones as well. Those are just the best.
But there are some good
What's
ones.
that
Yeah,
one? It was
there are
called-
some really
What's
great
that
ones.
one? It's the one where they got the "You Don't Say" face from, where he's just like, because this is the most horrible job that you'll ever have. And
Oh,
then
is
he's-
it?
Oh,
that
that's
one.
Vampire's
I've-
Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss. Yeah, I saw like I've seen that scene like twice now because it's hilarious. Just like
No, have you seen Con Air?
no.
I
Yeah.
saw.
Oh, with the prisoners on the plane.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage and John Malkovich and John
My friend
Cusack.
showed me a video at
It's
school
so great.
of like 14 videos of Nicolas Cage slapping women. So that makes me a little bit hesitant to say that we like Nicolas
that
Cage.
just turned to gibberish.
See, once again, gender barriers. It's come up again. Gender barriers are everywhere. I swear.
We have one female fan.
Actually, we have like a third 40% female. I want to say.
Okay, you know what? Stop. You know, squinting your eyes isn't gonna help the information come any better.
I'm guessing.
And raising your vocal pitch won't do anything either. Where do you get these bad
I'm
practices
trying to remember, and I learned them from you.
Oh.
from? I don't go like this.
You just
Sorry,
did.
Isaac, continue.
Anyway, no,
I
I
just like
just
Nicolas
wanted to get that.
He just likes Nicolas Cage. All
Just
right,
wanted to get that out there.
back to you, Tim.
Didn't I already say Transformers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh,
okay,
right.
so that means
I came up with a topic maybe. This is kind of dated, but what do you guys think about is Minecraft related? Notch being number 2 on Time Magazine most influential people.
he got on there. I didn't know that.
Who's number 2?
I did not hear about this.
Me neither. I don't even have Facebook. I'm like one of the most least connected people ever, so this is unsurprising to me. But how would I feel about that? I don't know. I suppose there's truthfully say though the fact that he did create Minecraft. I'm not gonna over romanticize it, but Minecraft has done a lot because
Yeah.
internet makes so much stuff easier.
There's a
It-
lot of.
It was a
Minecraft
simple game, and
players.
it made recording games because it's a simple game to record. It made so many YouTubers come on. Like I know Minecraft Let's Plays are like the easiest thing to find, but what's interesting about Minecraft is because it's a sandbox game, you're not watching the same game at the same time. Though
Yeah.
you get the same thing. What matters is the commentary. It's the characters of the people that you're watching, right? It's when people are reacting to each other, and that makes it fun.
You guys.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's how like people start out. Is they start out with Minecraft. If you watch DocGam77, he started as a Minecraft channel, and now he's finally now that he has a fan base, he's starting to build off into new games. Like I think he just started doing Sims Let's Play, and like he probably has wanted to do this for a while. But now that he has a fan base to actually support it, why not?
Yeah, like
Like
Minecraft-
the thing with us is that we don't want to be a Minecraft channel, like specifically only, but we do Minecraft because it's a good game to record and have fun on.
And it's so much fun to build stuff because I don't play with my Lego anymore. Even though I still have it in my room, my mom says, "When are you gonna play with that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it sometime, but I never do it." But she's not here, so she doesn't know that.
One thing is I know like I have a couple friends who like were inspired to go into the video game industry. A lot part of that is because of Minecraft.
Yeah, my brother is now actually good at coding. Like he's learned Java, HTML, and he's learning probably more coding than simply because he wanted to learn how to mod for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft was awesome, he wanted to learn it, and now he's learning coding. And so I told him when he goes to high school, he'll be able to he already has like probably he'll get to like Matthew level coding stuff. By the time he goes into high school, he'll be able to take like all the coding things like a year early.
He will take Minecraft, deconstruct it, and then rebuild a rocket.
Like-
So I think Minecraft is very influential. Notch did invent it. He's like the
Yeah.
only person, like the average
The-
person
the one
knows
thing-
who created.
Yeah, like
Minecraft.
Jeb, you can give a lot to, but it was not just brainchild at the beginning. Like
Yeah,
go
if you
through
actually watch the original videos of Minecraft, like what Notch posted, like when he was first making the game, like how it started out with just cobblestone and grass blocks.
yeah,
Like it's just like
still the amount more you could do with that than any other game was still amazing.
the concept of Minecraft actually it also inspired a lot of games today. There's actually a
Yeah.
lot of games that are actually block oriented. If you know Ace of Spades, that's a block oriented game that was sort of Minecraft style, but it's an FPS. So there's games that have the same visual aspect of Minecraft, but are building off into more
And the
things.
amount of amazing fan work that has come out of
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
Okay,
god!
like
Yeah.
that's not to mention Captain Sparkle's more famous stuff, Captain Sparkle's music videos, but there's some amazing animations out there. I'm gonna actually link this. It's called Gods Don't Bleed. It's this amazing animation of like Herobrine versus these mobs that are trying to dethrone him. It's this amazing 3D animation, like of like epic, like Transformers level epic battle where
Transformers. they
like,
say.
You said
he's using like a pickaxe, but it looks like a scythe in the texture pack, and he's
Yeah.
like, it is so amazing. Like, or there's this Minecraft series coming out, Minecraft series done by what's his name, and it's called Dig Build Live, and it's like this series like if Minecraft like, or the Noob
If
Adventures,
Minecraft,
the new.
like.
Sorry, it kind of gives Minecraft a little more realistic perspective. Like the crafting bench is actually holographic, so you know when it brings up the GUI. In that animation, it's actually bringing up the GUI, but
Yeah.
it's a technological and it's a fun take on it, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a series that was genius. I heard about it through Kurt J. Mack. It was with a friend of his. He was gonna try to get to the Ender Dragon and beat him solely without using a crafting bench.
Oh.
So if he wanted to mine cobblestone, he had to blow up a creeper. If he wanted to get iron, blow up a creeper. He couldn't even use a furnace. Like he'd have to find a village and use that furnace.
Wow.
Like the
That's
concept of
interesting.
that, it was just
That's
really
pretty
cool
cool.
for me.
But the fact
I
that
was
you can take so many takes on it because it's literally a super hyper open-ended game. You can like literally create your own story. That's one of the favorite playthroughs actually I like, which is why I can see why so many people liked what were they called? The guys who they're super popular, the Diggy
Oh.
Blue Zephos. The reason they got so popular and the reason I was held to stuff Yogscast. There you go.
Oh, Yogscast.
It's because they created a storyline with it. They had Israfel. They had their own villain. They had they made NPC villages before they're NPCs, and they put a story into Minecraft because you can do that.
Yeah.
It was still a survival, but they decided to make it survival with a story because Minecraft allows for that, right?
Yeah,
and that's what makes it fun.
Creativity.
The idea of Minecraft of it being open-ended is really one of the things that made it one of the best, in my opinion, one of the most popular and better games of today.
Yeah,
Definitely. It's a platform where like you yourself can expand off of it. With
You
your
can
own
literally do
creativeness,
almost
like,
anything
yeah.
in Minecraft. You could
You just have to think of it.
with
physics? Screw it. I got Minecraft. Like I can have like floating islands,
Hey,
infinite
hey,
water.
guess what? Physics? Hey, I know my physics. Gravel, sand, fall. Enough said.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
And anvils.
Alright,
And
should we move on to the next topic then?
All right, this
Uh,
is the next and probably last topic. We can
Unless
talk-
we come up with something else on the spot.
Yeah, but it's getting kind of late. It's like
Spiders.
six,
It's like
so
6.
this will be the
Oh,
last
wow.
topic. But don't stop your talking. We'll keep this anyway. So my last topic was on. I finished watching a Bioshock Infinite playthrough recently, and the Lutece twins. This is not spoilers. One of them is the main one. It's like Rosalind Lutece. She's a girl, and you think the person who's like always everywhere, they're like teleporting everywhere, is her brother. Robert, but in the end you figure out that they're the same person but gender swapped from alternate universes. And see, they get together very well. Like, you know, they talk, they finish each other's sentences because they're essentially the same person, and they seem, you know, they're friends, right? And they help each other, and it's cool.
Yes.
So my thing is that how would you react if you had a gender swap version of yourself? Would you like hate yourself because you're like clashing exactly the same? Because the only thing that's gonna be fundamentally different is simply your gender, and then who you would like according to that gender. Like, that's literally it. Your personality will still be the same.
Cards Against Humanity has affected me too much.
Shut up, then. You're not going first. Isaac.
Oh, God. I think I have the exact same thought as Joe. Oh, yes, like, no,
Oh,
I think
God.
if I go along with them, and that's a big if. I'm a pretty stubborn person. There's some people who are a lot like me. No, if I got along with them pretty well, I'd probably do I don't know, maybe a lot of recording.
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot
I
of,
thought-
a lot of like awesome.
You know what I'm gonna do?
organizing.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to draw gender swapped all of us, and I'm
Oh,
going to put
that's
that
gonna
up
look
on
so
top of it.
weird, man.
No, you have to like take
That would be the
pictures
cover
of
of
us
And then actually, what I'll do for the credits or maybe the annotations, I'll put pictures of all of us. Actually, someone should take a picture of us now, like get a camera so we can put that up, and then I can actually draw the same thing, but it's all as girls.
That is so good.
That's gonna be so
Tim
great.
as girl. Wow.
Tim as a girl.
Tim as girl.
But yeah, see,
That's
I don't know
baffling.
personally for myself. I don't know how well because I'm a very I'm super. I don't know how well I'd deal if someone else pretentious. If someone was trying to be me, like what if I went and like assuming like she came into this universe, she starts playing with my stuff.
Would
It's
she
like,
have long
and
hair, or would she cut her hair?
If
short?
I can tell you right now, if I was a girl, I would have a ponytail, and if I was a girl, I would wear a jean jacket instead of my corduroy jacket.
This guy
Because
thought it through.
girls get +1 to wearing jean jackets. Boys do not. They get modifiers. Role playing. Enough said. Role playing games. I know modifiers. Elves get like +2 dexterity, intelligence. Girls just get bonuses to jean jackets. Guys do not. So if I was a girl, I would wear a jean jacket. I do not, so I don't like jean jackets.
See, I've been living with a single mom most of my life, so I have sort of like, I can sort of like see like the female mind.
Don't
in a sense. If anything, I can.
You think you know a female mind?
I
You,
know.
sir, are as deluded as every
Well,
other chauvinist
I don't know.
on this planet.
I don't
Audio
know.
spike.
I don't know about Tim, but I'm the only one with a girlfriend here. So, well, following that logic, and I think I would have pushed my head down when Isaac took that picture, but the concept for me was that I don't know what I would do if I saw a female version of me. First, I'd be like, is she cute?
Oh, come on. Why would you try to get on?
No.
No. Look,
I had to.
you're like exactly the same person. Like, would you be best buds? I was gonna say bros, but you can't be bros if the other one's a girl. But I'm saying, like, would you get along? Would you, like, team up? See, frankly, if this was an alternate
I would
universe
do
storyline, you know what I would
where,
do?
Like, I'd race you. I'd bet you $1,000 that you could take a car and I'd walk to the store faster than you, and I'd have my sister in quotation marks in the store right now, and I'd be like, hey, I bet I can grow my hair out and get boobs and beat you to the store walking while you drive it.
What?
Do that and then be like, hey.
I'm lost.
I'm
I
so
don't
confused.
Okay.
for a moment.
I've been here the whole time. I'm lost as well.
So, okay. So, what I would probably... See, for me, I think the main thing was that if this was a multiverse kind of thing, like, it would totally access the multiverse, I think I'd be kind of a rival with myself, like a friendly rival.
That's true.
But I wouldn't, like, I'd kind of be challenged to, like, always, be better, but I don't think I would actually hate myself in that aspect. Like, if there was an evil Avery that was coming to take over the universe, we'd team up, and we'd, like, fight the evil Avery.
That would be like, hey.
We'd be like, it's like Sonic and Shadow. Like,
Wait,
Sonic and Shadow, oh no, Eggman's coming, don't worry, we're gonna put it aside, and we're gonna have witty commentary, and we're gonna be like, yeah, screw you, Eggman. So, essentially it'd be like, evil Avery comes, and he's like, I'm going to take over the multiverse, and then it's like, male Avery and female Avery versus evil Avery.
Avery powers unite!
Fuck yeah. Like,
The Avery twins.
the Avery twins. That
Form of.
yeah.
Form
of a bucket.
No, form of an Avery. Shape of an Avery.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be, like,
Hey.
For me, I think like.
audio spike, audio spike, audio spike.
Just like
Okay, buddy, quiet. Apologize to my dog on Smooth Jazz 95. Satellite of Love. Yeah. We're getting down tonight with the music. Oh yeah.
That deep voice.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Your deep voice is so
This is a good mic. You might want to speak it close to the mic so the ladies can hear.
Oh yeah.
Audio spikes for the win. Woo!
I think for me, like
Woo!
gender swap twin or whatever, like
Yeah.
I'd get along with them. We'd be like buddies. I think they're funny, but I'm someone who needs to work off another person. Like I think we'd come up with the same ideas all the time.
It would be
and
annoying.
it'd be like
Well,
I
you
need-
would. Have you seen like what they do in Bioshock? So I'm
Yeah,
giving you
I've
an
seen
example. They literally like one of them saying something and then say the other. Or if you have a choice to choose one or the other, like let's say one of them saying, "Would you like to take this necklace?" or the other take this necklace.
Yeah.
If you choose one over the other, one will complain, then the other will berate the other. But if you choose the other, the one will complain, the other one will complain, and the other will berate the other in the exact same dialogue because they're the exact same person. They're just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, stop being such a crybaby." The other one, "Oh, stop being such a crybaby." Like they say the exact same thing to each other, and they're like,
Like the thing I find is I'm similar to Tim in a sense, which is like I build off of what other people say. It's like
So you tried to build off yourself, but we wouldn't get
It
it.
would be like, hey, want to hear a joke? I already know the joke. Damn it.
Yeah, no, but you say okay, but then they would finish the punchline because the joke that you would inherently
Hey,
think of at the moment would be the same one.
Ask me if I'm a truck.
You're a truck.
No.
What?
No, what?
The joke is, ask me if I'm a truck. They say, are you a truck? And I'm like, no.
I don't get it.
Okay, that's literally one of the worst jokes. Okay, that's
Daryl's joke.
okay.
I got that from, it was either Daryl, Donovan, or Denzel. No, it was Daryl, Donovan.
One of the D's.
There's so many people with a D in the beginning of the name.
See,
Daryl, Denzel, Donovan, Dylan.
Isaac, sorry, do you have anything more to say on that? Like,
Oh, I don't know. I'm not like the most outgoing person. I'm very self-critical as well.
yeah. So
Oh,
what?
so
You'd be so
terrible.
critical
I know.
of your person.
I know. It's like
Your
it's
hair
like-
should be longer.
No, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mean to them.
They would be mean to you.
No,
and
no, we wouldn't be mean to each other. But we'd be like, oh, I feel so bad right now. Oh no, you shouldn't. And then we just feel like even worse about ourselves.
Like basically, you just went to this self-pity,
spiraling
except someone
depression.
spiraling self-pity, where you guys are both like, oh, I feel so bad.
I
No,
can
feel
imagine you having an argument with him. Dude, you should really grow your hair out. No, dude, your hair is so long. Cut it.
I don't argue that kind of stuff.
I think you basically
yeah.
talked both of them like a valley girl. Like I think this does not sound like a valley
No,
girl.
here's the thing.
What? Isaac isn't a valley girl. Isaac is not allowed to be a valley girl.
See, if my gender swapped counterpart it has the exact like ideas that I do,
Yeah.
we both have short hair. 'Cause
Oh.
I love short hair.
True.
There's some girls that rocked her hair, like
I know.
1920s. 1920s
I know many
women
girls in my
haircuts are
school.
awesome, actually. Like the
Yeah.
little, the curly. That's nice. Actually.
Honestly,
I like those.
okay, I'm just gonna go a little bit off topic. Short hair is like the turn on for me. I'm not gonna lie.
It got really personal quick.
Hey, let me just tie my hair back.
It's time I hear back now, Isaac.
For girls. For girls.
Take notes, ladies.
So what do you think of Daryl now? What do you think of Daryl now that he's cut his hair?
For girls.
Exactly. What do you think of Daryl? I'm kidding. Anyways,
We love-
But,
Yes.
okay, actually,
We love
enough.
Daryl.
No, okay. What I have to actually figure out now? What would the name be? What would their name still be the same? But like, because your parents usually, if you were a girl, you would have had a different name.
so we're obviously have the same name because our names are like,
My name is Avery is a unisex name, so that,
and
I,
so
that
is
could work.
Dylan, but Dylan is a less unisex.
It'd be Delilah.
Delilah.
No,
You can-
Dylan's still a fairly
Dylan's
a-
common
it is,
unisex.
it is.
My name would have been Michaela
it would have
if
been
I was a
Michaela.
girl. So.
There's so many Michaelas.
we
I
actually know a Michaela that is like friends of my aunt's family, and that's really creepy.
Yeah.
That's really creepy.
Isaac? Do you know? Your parents
Daisy.
would've called you?
See, I think my parents actually they didn't think of a name until after they had an ultrasound, so they knew what I would be. So they're like, okay, well he's gonna be like one of these
Guy
three names.
Isaac.
Well, see, okay, so then we have to find a feminine twist on
Well,
Isaac.
Isabel's
Isabel.
like a very,
Isabella.
See what's interesting.
Isabella, like they have the same
Yeah.
start.
See, what's interesting is that as much as I'd like to say that I'd be called Avery if I was a girl because it's unisex, my parents, if I was a girl, I would have been called Beatrice, which I would have hated. The second one in term, though, because that's an old lady's name. I mean, no offense to the Beatrice, but I feel like... But the
So
other one...
Beatrice,
the
I
other-
was going to
the,
date
the
tonight.
other one that I would have been fine with, though, which was this runner-up, would have been Olivia. And Olivia, I'm okay with.
Actually, that's a pretty cool name.
I would,
I
if
like
I was,
that.
if I was Olivia as a girl, I would say, that's okay.
Should we
See-
start wrapping this up?
I just
Yeah.
want one
Yeah.
more thing. The way my parents named me is they wanted to go Old Testament.
Yeah.
So I probably would have been named something like Miriam.
Oh, true.
Miriam,
Or
Actually, I know a
Jesus.
Miriam. She's in my English class.
Jesus.
Merriam-Webster. What? No, you guys didn't do it with me. I feel alone.
I don't
You are
understand.
alone.
You're alone.
I love how like when I make a good joke, everyone goes whoa, and when Avery makes a okay joke, he goes whoa. Oh.
This has been such
Okay.
This has been
I
such a
dislike.
good. This has been such a good podcast. I am so glad that we did this.
And this worked. Holy shit.
It actually worked.
Alright.
I'm really glad how this turned
Great
out. I
first
hope you guys
episode.
enjoyed
All right,
this.
so everybody,
and,
everybody, let's sign off here. This has been the Supreme Awesome Show on
Sour cream awesome show.
Sour Cream Awesome Show on 992 FM. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for dropping by. We'll be back in a short little while.
And drop the bass.
We'll play you off with a little bit of smooth jazz.
Stuff.
dubstep jazz, not really jazz. Oh my god. Six.
Yes. Okay, that's a wrap, Paul.
You sexy beast.